Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Sassa Akervall, the CEO of Akervall Technologies. Thank you for joining us, Sassa.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, before we talk about the very innovative new product that you have coming out, let's talk first about a little background about the company, which I understand was founded at your kitchen table.
uh, yes, practically. The whole idea started actually in the operating room. My husband is an ear, nose, and throat surgeon with cancer as a subspecialty, and he needed to protect his patients' teeth in a better way than what was available in there. So he set out to develop a prototype that worked very, very well. And when our well, it was actually our daughter who started field hockey, and I was the mom that ran into the 24/7 store to get one of those bulky things for our daughter, and she tried it, and my husband said, "We can do better than that," and he just sort of put her in one of his prototypes, and it worked so well that one thing led to another, and all of a sudden I'm by the kitchen table trying to launch a company.
And you have a line of mouth guards on the market now that have won a lot of acclaim.
Yes, we do. We've been on the actually we're celebrating 10 years coming up this early summer. And now we have a line for sports, a line for grinding at night, and also um, actually we come full circle. So we are where we started with a line for surgery, intubation guard, basically.
And one of the things that sets these apart is that they're custom moldable, but it's done in the home.
Yes, actually anywhere where you have hot water, you not boiling water. I just want to make that clear. So you dip the mouth guard in hot water, and it turns soft and pliable within a minute or so, and then you pick it up and you mold it to your teeth. It's got perforations, and those perforations are very important because they help you to suck out the air, so you get a very snug fit. But they're also very important because they help to transfuse the impact over the surface of the mouth guard.
Now you're building some new technology in that is
Yes.
designed to help with the very serious problem that many parents and athletes see having to do with head injuries. Tell us about it.
Right. So what mouth guards don't do, they do not protect against concussion. But what we figured out that we can do is that we can figure out a way on how to measure head impact, not a diagnostic tool at all, but just to give information to the athlete or the parent or even the coach. So what it is one of our mouth guards that we have equipped with a microchip, and this microchip communicates to an app on your smartphone, iPhone that is, and you can read what you have endured during a certain period of time, a week, a day, whatever you choose, and you can see how many hits and at what G level they you have actually had happen to you. We measure that on a low impact level that we have set to 15G, just so we don't get any false positives when you throw your mouth guard on the ground, or how you wrestle. And so just so you um, we keep it at 15G just so that we know that it's a real result. And then the higher level is 40G. So, and that's all based on a study from Virginia Tech where they measured impact on an ice hockey team, and that was all. They were all, or most of the hits that were dangerous were in the 40G region. So
So tell us how this works. This is battery operated, and the battery is sealed in. Is it replaceable?
it is not. We are working on a battery right now that has a 6 month lifetime. We're hoping that we will be able to extend that in the future. But right now, in order so we don't have to deal with chargers and all that kind of things. And it actually also goes along with the fact that we recommend everyone who uses our mouth guard to actually replace it every season, every 6 months. So it should be, going along with what we have said before. 6 months is about the average what you should use your mouth guard.
So the idea is to give the user or a parent or a coach information about whether or not somebody should be taken out of a game, should stop the activity, and maybe get checked out.
Well, again, this is not a diagnostic tool. We're not trying to tell anyone if you have had a concussion. This is just a pretty much like a Fitbit. It just tells you how many steps you've taken a day, how many hits you've had to your head, and then it's up to the parent, the athlete themselves, the coach, whomever, to make sense out of that. Again, this is just a tool to get you a better understanding what it is actually that what kind of situation you're putting yourself into.
Very, very interesting. And this is going to be available shortly. It's available today for pre-order.
Yes, it's available on our website for pre-order, and we are starting to ship out the first one this spring, early this spring.
Tell us about pricing and where people go to be able to order
Yes,
one.
of course. The price is $99, and if you pre-order them right now, we will even send you with one of our other guards, a Max Guard, which has the same thickness as the Sisu Sense, which is the name of the mouth guard in question here, Sisu Sense mouth guard. So go to our website, www.sisuguard.com, SISUGUARD. And there you should be able to place an order or actually a pre-order. And we will, while you're waiting, we'll send you one of our Max guards so you can, see how it feels if you're not familiar with our guards from before. It gives you a chance to sort of practice with that.
And I guess there were a number of challenges that you faced in trying to build this technology into a mouth guard.
There are always challenges. No, if you're if you're in the technology space, yes, we have actually a science team funded by an SBIR, a grant from the federal government, in this case the National Science Foundation, and they've worked very diligently during the last 2 years to, which is actually a pretty short amount of time. They've been able to come up with a solution, but there are still kinks that we are working on. The battery life is one of them, but I'm pretty hopeful that it's all going to be solved within the next month or so.
Very interesting. Once again, it's the Sisu Sense from Akervall, and the website is sisuguard.com, SISUGUARD.com. Sassa Akervall, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.